Okay, so let's continue. So now, finish na yung carbon fixation part. We have already produced a 6-carbon molecule, and then this 6-carbon molecule will split into 2, your phosphoglycerate. So because nag-split siya into 2, it means that you have 2 phosphoglycerate. Okay? Now, para mas madali sa magiging discussion natin, yung isang phosphoglycerate lang yung ifa-follow natin. Pero you have to understand na both of them will experience the same thing. Okay? So kung ano yung mangyayari dito sa phosphoglycerate na to, yun rin yung mangyayari dito sa pangalawang phosphoglycerate. Okay? So para hindi nakakalito dito sa diagram, ang finollow lang niya ay isang phosphoglycerate. Okay? So now let's follow the what happens to this phosphoglycerate. So this 3-phosphoglycerate or your 3-PGA phosphoglycerate, it will use ATP. Gagamit siya ng energy. So itong ATP na to, kukunin niya yung isang phosphate. So nanakawin niya yung phosphate from this ATP. So dahil nabawasan siya ng isang phosphate, it will now be converted into ADP. Saan nanggaling yung ATP? Nanggaling siya doon sa light-dependent stage. So yung na-produce na ATP kanina, yun yung gagamitin para dito sa chemical reaction na to. Tapos itong ADP, babalik ulit siya doon sa light-dependent stage para maging ATP ulit siya. So pabalik-balik lang. Okay? So it's a cycle. So dahil nanakawan siya ng isang phosphate, yung phosphate na yon ay dumikit dito sa phosphoglycerate. So from iisang phosphate lang yung naka-attach sa kanya originally, nadagdagan siya ngayon ng isa pang phosphate. So meron ka ng phosphate 1 na nakakabit sa carbon 1, carbon 2, and then carbon 3, tapos meron ka uling phosphate dito. So this is what we call as your bisphosphate glycerate. So bakit siya naging bisphosphate? Kasi dalawa na yung phosphate na naka-attach doon sa glycerate. Okay? So ito yon from PGA naging G3P na siya. Hindi pa pala. From PGA naging dalawa yung phosphate niya. And then, dahil naging dalawa na yung phosphate niya, okay, kailangan ulit niyang magbago ng kanyang itsura or ng kanyang form. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, Calvin cycle is just actually a series of chemical reactions. So nagdagdag siya ng isang phosphate, ngayon naman gusto niyang magbawas ng isang phosphate. And in order for it to remove one phosphate, kailangan niyang gumamit ulit ng energy. So yung energy na yon kukunin niya sa NADPH. So the NADPH now will use the energy that it is carrying to remove one of these phosphate from the bisphosphate glycerate. So saan nanggaling yung NADPH? Again, galing siya doon sa light dependent stage. 'Di ba ang naging products na na-produce or yung byproducts na nagawa ng light-dependent stage ay NADPH at saka ATP. Nagamit na yung ATP, meron pang NADPH. So ngayon, nagamit na yung NADPH, magiging NADP ulit siya. At itong NADP na to will go back doon sa light-dependent stage. Okay, babalik ulit siya doon sa ferredoxin para maging NADPH ulit siya. Itong ADP naman, babalik ulit siya doon sa ATP synthase para maging ATP. So ngayon, natanggalan siya ng isang inorganic phosphate. So balik ulit siya. Ito naman kasi ang pinagkaiba nito, itong phosphoglycerate naging biphosphate glycerate, tapos ngayon naging glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate na siya. So nagbago na siya ng kanyang form. Again, the law of thermodynamics, you cannot create it, but it can change into different forms. So ngayon, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, again, meron siyang tatlong carbon. Carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3. Sa carbon 3, may naka-attach na isang phosphate. So ang tawag dyan ay G3P or the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Ito na siya. G3P. Ito na yon. So ngayon, may tatlong carbon siya. What will happen now is that they will try to regenerate RUBP. So when we say they will try to regenerate, ibig sabihin, yung tatlong carbon, kailangan ulit siyang maging 5 carbon. So saan manggagaling yon? Carbon fixation. So kukuha ulit siya ng isang carbon dioxide. Yung carbon, idadagdag niya dito sa G3P, yung oxygen, it will exit. So ngayon, 4 na yung carbon, isang phosphate. Tapos gagamit ulit siya ng isa pang carbon dioxide. Kukunin niya yung carbon, the oxygen will exit. So ngayon, nakabalik na siya into RUBP. So 3 plus 1, naging 4. Gumamit pa ulit siya ng isa pang carbon dioxide. So 4 plus 1. And now you have 5 carbons. So carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4, carbon 5, and 1 phosphate, which is what we call as your RUBP. Okay? RUBP ulit siya. Tapos, uulit-ulit yung cycle kasi meron pang isang phosphoglycerate dito. So, sa isang cycle, ang ginamit sa Calvin cycle ay 3 carbon dioxide. Isa dito, carbon dioxide 1. Yung carbon dioxide 4, dito, so pangalawa. At saka carbon dioxide dito, kaya siya naging 5. So for each cycle, ang ginamit niya ay 3 carbon dioxide. Tapos, sa isang cycle, gumamit siya ng 2 ATP. ATP here, at saka ATP dito. So sa isang cycle, 2 ATP. Saan nanggagaling yung ATP? Sa light-independent stage. Light-dependent stage, sorry. And then, ilang NADPH ang ginamit niya? Isa. Ito. Sorry. So, gumamit siya ng isang NADPH. So, ayan. So, bakit natin binibilang? Kasi we are doing the cycle 2 times. So, for each Calvin cycle, gumagamit siya ng 6 na carbon dioxide, 4 na ATP, at saka 2 NADPH. So, pag nakaulit na siya ng 2 beses, that's when it will form your glucose molecule. Okay? Kaya dito sa inyong equation, 6 na carbon dioxide ang ginagamit niya. And 6 na carbon dioxide, and then ina-add niya yung 12 na water molecules, it will now form 1 glucose molecule, and it will form 6 molecules of oxygen. Okay? Saan nanggaling yung 6 molecules of oxygen? Dito din. Kasi kung gumamit siya ng 3 carbon dioxide, ibig sabihin nakapag-produce siya ng 3 oxygen. Tapos dahil 2 beses uulit yung cycle, you have 6 carbon dioxides na ginagamit at saka napoproduce na 6 na oxygen molecules. Okay? So, ayan na yung end ng Calvin cycle. Mukha lang siyang nakakatakot tignan, pero actually hindi naman siya ganun ka-scary. Okay? Do we have questions? So now let's go to the next slide. Let's review first. What is needed only for the light-independent stage? What is needed for the light-independent stage? You can chat your answers, or you can raise your hands, or you can just unmute. Thank you very much. Sa water and light, it's needed for the light-dependent stage. How about for the light-independent stage? What are we using in the stroma for the Calvin cycle?
Rubisco enzyme, ma'am.
Okay, sige, kailangan na Rubisco, pero kumaga, yung structure na yun nandoon na eh. So, si Hannah said, we need ATP, and that is correct. We need ATP actually 2 beses. For each cycle, gumamit tayo ng 2 ATP. We also use 1 NADPH. So yes, kailangan din yung NADPH. What else is used or needed for the Calvin cycle or for the light independent stage? May isa pa. 3 beses natin siyang ginamit. Yes, thank you very much, Jernan. Sinabi niya na 3 carbon dioxide. So what is needed for the light independent stage is this 3. ATP, NADPH, and carbon dioxide. And then what is produced in the light independent stage? What is the product of your Calvin cycle? Meron tayong 2 byproduct. Can anybody tell me? Energy in the form of what? Hindi ADP. Yes po, pag nighttime, ano na yung nagawa? Yung pinaka-end product na ng photosynthesis. Kasi after the light independent stage, tapos na yung photosynthesis. So what is produced?
Hindi po ba yung glucose?
Thank you very much. So now we form your glucose, which is the chemical form of the energy. So coming from light energy, now it is transformed into your chemical energy. And this chemical energy is usable by the plants. Kaya na siyang gamitin ng plants, kaya na rin natin siyang gamitin so that we can produce energy for our cellular activities. Other than glucose, what else is produced by the light independent stage? Clue, this is a byproduct of carbon fixation. When your carbon dioxide is split into 2, what is produced? Sirit na? No. What is produced is oxygen. Diba? When we are, yes, thank you very much, Ayesa, oxygen. Kasi diba, when we are splitting, during carbon fixation, when we are splitting carbon dioxide, ano yung nangyari? Yung carbon napunta doon sa RUBP. Pero yung oxygen, saan siya napunta? Diba, it went out. It was produced and it went out kasi hindi naman siya kailangan ng ating katawan. Hindi siya kailangan ng plants. So it goes into the atmosphere and it is being used by organisms such as tayo. Okay? So again, what is needed? ATP and NADPH at saka carbon dioxide for carbon fixation. And then what is produced, most important, is glucose. Okay? The monosaccharide glucose, and then it is also producing oxygen. Okay? So now let's go to this. What is the importance of the process of photosynthesis? Bakit siya importante? And the first one, of course, is food. Okay? Plants is a very good source of food sa ating mga tao. Okay? Every day we are eating plants, plant products such as your fruits and your vegetables. At the same time, even if hindi ka kumakain ng plants, the herbivores such as your cows, your pigs, di ba? Yung mga kinakain ninyong meat products are eating plants as their primary source of food. So without plants, mahihirapan tayong magkaroon ng variety of food options. And hindi pwedeng wala tayong food kasi doon nanggagaling yung ating energy. So pag inalis mo yung, if you will go back to the idea of a food chain, di ba ang laging una sa food chain is yung sunlight at saka yung grass or yung plants or yung trees. Yun ang laging una. tapos saka siya magkakaroon ng herbivore or yung primary consumer, saka magkakaroon ng secondary consumer at saka ng tertiary consumer. Kasi ang ating transfer of energy is coming from the sun, going to your plants, and then going to your heterotrophs. So number one importance of photosynthesis, of course, is that it produces food for us. Food that we use to get energy for the activities that we do every day. Okay? And then, of course, number two is our source of oxygen. Okay? We cannot produce oxygen no matter how much we need it. And the organisms who are capable of producing oxygen are your plants. Kaya nga, di ba sabi nila, life cannot evolve in Mars, or hindi tayo pwedeng mabuhay sa Mars in case in the future that we eventually destroy our planet and we have to find another planet to live in. Hindi tayo pwede sa Mars. Kasi sa Mars, walang oxygen. So, ibig sabihin, walang nabubuhay na plants doon sa Mars, so hindi siya nakakapag-produce ng oxygen. Okay? So, if ever may mabuhay na plants sa Mars, then we can rehabilitate Mars into a future Earth na pwede tayong mabuhay. But the rehabilitation will take thousands of years. Kasi syempre, hindi naman ganun katagal, ganun kabilis tumubo ng mga plants. At the same time, even if marami ka ng plants na itinanim, hindi naman ganun kabilis yung accumulation ng oxygen in the atmosphere. So it will still take thousands of time. Kaya nga sabi nila, why look for another habitable planet? Eh meron naman na tayong existing planet. We just have to take care of it. Okay? And then of course, number 3 na importance ng photosynthesis is the creation of our atmosphere. So when the Earth was originally created, if you will remember your history or the evolution of our planet, the universe and our planet, doon sa class ninyo kay Teacher Lera na Earth Science last year. If you will remember, the Earth, when it was first created, was uninhabitable. Hindi mo pwedeng tirahan, masyadong mainit, tapos walang source of food. All of the living organisms during that time, they live underwater. Okay? Kasi wala pang oxygen in our atmosphere. Wala pang oxygen na in the gaseous form. So pag pumunta ka sa labas ng water, lahat ng organisms namamatay. So lahat dati nakatira sa tubig. Pero nung nagkaroon ng cyanobacteria doon sa water, itong cyanobacteria na to has chlorophyll and it can do photosynthesis. So it produced or it accidentally created oxygen. At yung oxygen na yon, dumami siya sa water, nung sobrang dami na siya sa water, it escaped into the atmosphere hanggang sa yung oxygen dumami na rin in our atmosphere, and then eventually it created the ozone layer. So nung nagkaroon na ng ozone layer, meron na tayong protection from the harmful rays of the sun. So ngayon, pwede na tayong mabuhay above water. Kasi meron ng oxygen in the atmosphere, at the same time, meron na tayong protection from the UV rays of the sun in the form of the ozone layer. So yun na yung nag-evolve na yung mga organisms, coming from organisms that can only live underwater, it evolved into organisms that can live both in water and in land in the form of your amphibians, until it evolved into organisms that can completely live on land, hindi na niya kailangan ng water, which are your reptiles. And then the reptiles evolved into your birds and into your mammals. So yung evolution of organisms in our planet, it was made possible because of oxygen. And oxygen is just an accidental waste product of the process of photosynthesis. So yung akalang hindi kailangan, yun pala ay napaka-importante para sa ibang organisms. Okay? So, photosynthesis is very important. And what lesson can we learn about the process of photosynthesis? The first thing that comes to my mind is the idea that nothing worthy actually comes easy. So if you will see, ang end product niya lang ay glucose, pero napakahaba ng precision, napakahaba ng process niya. Kailangan mo nang mag-light dependent stage. Sa light dependent stage, kung saan-saan siya pinagpasahan. Tapos pagdating sa light independent stage, kung ano-anong transformation or ano-anong forms yung tinake niya so that it can become glucose. But no matter how far, kung gaano kahirap or gaano kalayo yung naging adventure niya or yung naging process time niya in order for it to produce glucose, in the end, the product is actually very valuable. Kasi it can produce energy not just for the plants, but for us. At the same time, it produces oxygen that is very important for many other species. So nothing worthy comes easy. It applies to photosynthesis and in other aspects of your life, especially for those of you who are planning to take medical-related courses. Napakahaba ng magiging adventure ninyo, napakahaba ng process na pagdadaanan ninyo. But in the end, it will be all worth it. So, kung pinaghirapan nyo ang isang bagay, mas makikita nyo yung value dun sa bagay na yon. Pero kapag hindi nyo masyadong pinaghirapan, hindi nyo siya masyadong binavalue. So, yung, for example, yung binigyan kayo ng pera, ang daling gastusin yan kasi hindi mo naman siya pinaghirapan. But when you start working at alam nyo yung hirap kung paano kikitain yung pera na yon, gaano katagal yung oras na nagtrabaho ka just for you to earn yung money na yon, I don't think ganun pa rin kayo kabilis gumastos at mamili ng kung ano-anong bagay. Titigil at titigil kayo pag iisipan nyo yung mga bagay na bibilhin ninyo. In your relationships, it's the same. Kapag madali lang, hindi mo pinaghirapan, ang dali lang i-let go. Pero, pag pinaghirapan mo ang isang bagay, ayan, talagang mas binavalue nyo siya. Siguro ma-experience nyo siya when you graduate, grade 12. Lalo ngayon, napakadami ng pagbabago. Pero, with all your sacrifices, with all your hard work, natapos nyo siya. Lalo when it comes to college, di ba? College talaga, alam mo yung ipinuyat mo na lahat ng bagay, hindi ka na natulog. Pero pagdating mo dun sa actual day of the graduation, you can finally say to yourself na you made it. Lahat ng puyat, lahat ng pagod, it's all worth it in the end. So, similar to your photosynthesis, ang haba ng proseso, pinaglaruan lang daw ni George Sen. Hindi nakakatakot mag-college. Huwag kayo matakot sa college. Masaya ang college. Ako nag-enjoy ako sa college. Mahirap siya, yes. Hindi ko sasabihing madali. Pero masaya siya. I learned a lot of things with college. Lalo na yung nag-decide ako na sa Manila ako mag-aaral. Mag-isa ako doon. Wala akong kilala. Oo. Sabi ko nga sa inyo, nung dumating ako sa Manila, nag-grocery ako ng shampoo, conditioner, asukal, kape sa 7-Eleven. Kasi hindi ko alam kung paano pumunta sa SM at hindi ko alam kung nasaan yung mga grocery store. Takot akong mag-taxi mag-isa. Takot akong mag-jeep kasi yung jeep papuntang SM dadaan ng Quiapo. Dami kong narinig sa Quiapo, so takot ako. So, ang gagawin ko, mag-grocery ako sa 7-Eleven. Lahat ng tao, ang binibili lang sa 7-Eleven dati, ice cream. Tapos ako may daladalang basket kasi sa basket ko may shampoo, may conditioner, may asukal, may kape, may coffee mate, may mga cup noodles. Doon ako namimili. Ayan. Kasi hindi ako marunong mag-budget ng pera. After 10 days, ubus na yung pera ko. Wala na akong allowance until the end of the month. Kakain na lang ako ng banana Q kasi yun lang yung afford ng pera ko. Hindi ako marunong maglaba. Pumasok ako ng sugat-sugat yung kamay ko kasi hindi ako marunong maglaba. Pero masaya. Masaya ang college. You will learn a lot of things. So, siguro okay lang na matakot konti, pero do not let the fear stop you from enjoying the adventure. Parang ano lang yan, electron transport chain. In the end, mararating mo rin doon. Okay? So, ayan, less than a minute. Thank you for joining our class today. Kahit medyo nagloloko-loko yung internet ni Ayeza,